Hey guys, it's Kat. Thank you so much for watching. So today's video is going to be a review on the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. The shade that I use is in the shade 4.0. Yeah, so I have been using this for I would say about 2 weeks, possibly 3, I'm not too, and overall I really do like the foundation. So I thought that today I would just bring you my thoughts and I would show you the kind of coverage. You've pretty much seen, I've used it in a couple of my tutorials, but this is just going to be more in depth and I'm going to talk a little bit more about the product. So let's just get started. So the first thing that you will see when you buy this is that it says to shake it up when you get it. So before you use it, you have to shake it up. And it does come with a nice pump, which I really like, and it's really nice and it's convenient for travel. The foundation itself is rather thin, as you'll see right there. It's pretty liquidy, and I find that I use about 2 pumps. I like to apply this in several different ways. If I use something like an F80, it's really good coverage. If I use something like the Beauty Blender, I can pretty much customize the kind of coverage that I want, which is the thing that I really like about this foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it to half my face so that you can see the kind of coverage that it gives. So you don't need too much of this before it really starts to give you really nice coverage. I would say it's about medium coverage. And it is definitely buildable. So for a day that you don't want to wear that much foundation, you can put like a really light layer of this and it still looks really good. Another thing is that I haven't broken out with this foundation, which is usually the deal breaker for me. My skin is just really problematic sometimes when it comes to foundations, so I really have a hard time finding a foundation that doesn't make me break out, which sucks because I might like the coverage or the wear of a foundation, but after about 2 days of using it, it's just like not good. I get all kinds of crazy breakouts, and they're not even like big pimples. They're just like little bumps underneath my skin that they never really turn into a pimple. It's really weird actually, but yeah. Okay, so there you can see the coverage. This is the side that I put on the foundation, and this is no foundation. So I really do like this foundation. I really think that it's pretty much good for all skin types. I don't feel like if you're too dry, you won't be able to use it. It does give the skin a nice semi-matte finish. It's not completely matte, but it's not completely dewy, so it's right in between, which is the kind of finish that I really love in a foundation. The coverage is well enough that you can still see my beauty marks. It's not completely opaque, so I do like that. So I would definitely say it's medium. If you had to build it up, you could definitely go ahead and do that. Like if I was breaking out really bad, I can go back and apply a light layer, another layer of this over the problematic areas, and it will definitely give me that coverage, even out the rest of my face. I feel like it's a good product. I like that it's definitely a good thing that it doesn't break me out. I really appreciate that. And actually it's been a foundation that I've always wanted to try, and I got a sample of it a while ago and I meant to buy it and I completely just forgot about it. So my hair just came out. Oh. I like applying it with a beauty blender just because I feel like when I use a beauty blender, it gives my skin an added moisture. Especially like now during the fall, my skin tends to get a little bit flaky because of the acne products that I use. So I'd be pretty satisfied with a layer like that. I do have like a couple of redness. I don't know if you'll pick up on that right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a tiny bit more there. Literally a drop. And I'm just going to take it on the point of my beauty blender and roll it on. I'm just going to go ahead and put on my concealer. I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear in NW20, and I'm just going to take a little bit of this. Once I've applied my concealer, I do go in and I set my face. Right at the moment, my favorite powder to set my foundation is the NARS Translucent Crystal. This is just a translucent powder that has some kind of light reflecting properties. It does not make you look oily by any means. It just really makes your skin look a tiny bit more glowy. And on top of that, it's really good at hiding your pores. So the way that I apply that is I just take a little bit on a big fluffy brush, and then I just swirl it around in the cap, and then I just push that onto my face. So once you set your face, you're free to go ahead and put on your bronzer, do your eye makeup, add some blush. I'm not going to do that for this video just because I'm about to film another tutorial for you guys. But I did want to go ahead and give you just my thoughts and show you how this foundation applies. So overall, I really feel like it is a good foundation. It is definitely a lighter coverage if you were to compare it to something like the Kat Von D foundation, which is pretty full coverage. The wear of it is also not as long. I would say it's about, about 5 hours if you set it, which is not bad. Most of the time I don't like to wear foundation for that long anyway. A good foundation for everyday wear, especially if you use it with a beauty blender. I feel like that's my favorite way of applying it. You can definitely use it with a brush like the Real Techniques brush, or you can use the Sigma F80, or just any foundation brush that you have. That does give a fuller coverage, which is nice, depending on the kind of day that you're having. For my skin, most of the time I like to apply it with a beauty blender, but if I'm going to do, like a makeup tutorial for you guys, or I'm going out at night, I will go ahead and use my F80 or the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. But overall, I really like this. I'm very glad that I picked it up, and I would totally recommend. A whole range of skin types can wear this foundation, from normal to combination skin, which is what I have, or dry skin too. If you have dry skin, you probably won't need to set this because it does set to like that demi matte finish. But yeah, I really think that you guys should definitely try it out. Maybe get a sample at Sephora. Sephora is really good at giving out samples. And the samples that they give are pretty generous, so you could definitely try it at least once or twice to know if you like it or not. And if you don't like it, you can always return it, which is why I love Sephora. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Please thumbs up if you did, and I will see you next time. Bye!